Hi, this is JB Genius. Welcome to my YouTube gaming channel. I am the in-game leader for an open-level CSGO squad called the Feral Wolves, and today we'll be going over one of our strategies, wall of smokes execute onto the A site of Mirage. Now, I'm going to go over, first of all, what it's going to look like at the end. I'm going to go over the smoke positionings to accomplish the task, and then go through what the execute is like walking into the bomb site. Okay, so your first smoke is right here. We're going to call this default. So your first smoke is right here on default. Your second smoke will land in what I will call gap right here between triple box and default box. So land right about there. Your third smoke with the left side of the wall. It'll land right about there. Your fourth smoke, right side of the wall. It'll land right about there below stairs. And your fifth smoke will be on top of stairs itself. So that's let me plop this one down again right here. Let's just plop them down so you guys can see. That's the general idea. You have a full wall of smokes covering across the whole front side of the bomb site. Now how do you get there? All 5 players to start this out are going to be stacked up outside a ramp. For sake of continuity here, we're going to talk about them, each player left to right as facing this way towards the bomb site. So your first player is right here. So he's along the first little pillar. Nope, not in the wall. First player is right here. If I can get no clip to work. Professional YouTuber here, people. All right, so you line up here. You aim your crosshair at the bottom dot of this little line in the wall, the furthest right line. And disclaimer, I do use a jump throw bind. I know they're outlawed in a couple of leagues. If anyone has the double throw, I'm probably going to make a double throw bind here soon. It's the same as a jump throw, except it splits it into 2 keys instead of 1. Those are legal in all leagues. But for the purpose of this video, to get a perfect throw every time, I will use a jump throw bind. So first smoke is here, and you jump throw. The wall does push you out a little bit, but the smoke comes up, bounces off the skybox, bounces down a couple times, and lands right here on the default plant spot. So that's where that one lands. Show the lineup one more time. So it's here at the first pillar. Bottom of this. If you're on a 128 tick server, just drop your crosshair just ever so slightly. And if you see, it will achieve, that one goes a little deeper, but it achieves the same result. Your second smoke will be right here. You line up with this crack in the wall, line up perfectly with it. Aim your crosshair right about, I aim the left side of my crosshair at this wooden pillar. Let me see. Let's go crosshair size. That's style. Crosshair size 4. So my crosshair is size 4 in case you're using this for reference. So you line it up there. You standard throw. Goes over. Will bounce, hit the bottom corner of that box, and bounce here into gap, which is another plant spot right here. It's a common plant spot for A ramp that smokes off that spot as well. Your third smoke, going left to right, is your left side of the wall, which is the left side of this door right here. So line up with the left side of the door, and then you're going to want to aim at this light post. You're going to want to aim this corner of it, so this kind of top corner, and move up into your level with this corner here. So here and there. So you're right about there in the sky. And then, I should throw a little bit above that. Then you throw. Goes over, bounces, bounces, and lands right about there. That one landed a little bit to the left. You can even, what you can do is come up here and then maybe a little bit to the right, because you want that smoke to hit right about there, cover off that left side of the gap. That one should be a good one. For the right side of the wall of smokes, you have the right side of the door right here, so you line up with it, and then you're going to find this line right here. So it's just a brick in the wall, a little bit to the left and down. You move your crosshair up until it's even with these wires. So here and right about there. And then you standard throw. Goes over. It'll bounce off Tetris. Take another hop and land right there. And your final smoke, one of the easiest ones and most standard ones in Mirage to throw, is stairs. So what you do is, in case you don't know, you hop up on this platform right here. Aim in this gap right here. You want to aim right about here in the middle. So a little bit low of center. And you throw. Bounces off Tetris. And lands right on stairs. So the result is stairs, right side of the wall. You get one landing about there. Get one landing about there. And you get one landing about here. And that is your wall of smokes. Now that you have your wall of smokes, you got to get into the bomb site. So what my team does, and this next little part of the video is going to be about what you do after you throw down your wall of smokes. So you have, after the execute, you have a guy there, a guy here, a guy here, a guy here, and a guy here. So you have those 5 players. You should have this player right here. After your smokes, you should definitely throw a flashbang. You should have one of your 2 players down here also throwing a flashbang over the top. Doesn't quite matter where. You just want a couple of different angles of flashbangs. You have one here, one here. A couple different angles of flashbangs coming in to give your team some cover. I usually like to put the bomb on this person back here. This person probably not in the best position to flash, but at least 2 flashbangs going over the top. This guy throwing this smoke right here, who's throwing your default smoke, is your entry fragger. He's coming up, and as soon as you throw, he's running in. And so you have, by the time he's running in, you should have, at least that, and that. All these smokes will be popped. So when he runs in, he sees this. This is the wall he sees. So your entry fragger, your first guy in, his job is immediately right there. Everyone likes to hold there, and he wants to get there first. Hard check the spot. Your second guy, which is probably either this guy, or if you're throwing a flashbang, this guy is coming up. First guy's going here. Second guy, immediately checking sandwich. You want those guys, it's like a, it's like you're clearing corners. This guy comes in, immediately clears this corner. Second guy in, immediately clears this corner. Third guy in, kind of a pivotal role, probably this guy right here. This guy right here hops down after he throws his flashbang. Third guy in, he should see one guy over here and one guy over here from his team going in opposite directions. His job is the trade fragger. So you hear a guy call out, there's one under, your teammate gets killed, he's there to trade it. There's a guy sandwich, he's there to trade it if your teammate doesn't get the kill. He's a pivotal player. So he doesn't have any other responsibilities besides coming in here and getting a trade frag. Your fourth guy, right here. He smokes, he throws flashbang over the top, and he's in the bomb site. You have your 2 entry fraggers, you have your trade fragger. This guy has a Molotov, and actually, if you're running up from A ramp, you throw a Molotov right there, around that pillar at about that, this little metal thing up here on the wall. You throw one at that, it actually bounces into CT spawn. A lot of people like to hold CT spawn. A lot of people like to hold CT spawn, and especially if you're trying to plant right there on triple box. This is easily spammable, as is this. But if you get a Molotov in CT spawn, it forces CTs to do one of 2 things. Back off and not have a very good spammable angle for this box, or forces them to push through. Which, your players are coming there anyways, so it might be advantageous for you. And then your 5th guy, coming from stairs, right here, he's your bomb carrier. So this guy comes in, probably has his gun out, obviously. But you have entry fragger, let's recap. You have an entry fragger here, an entry fragger here, trade fragger kind of hanging around, watching for pushes through smokes as well. Your 4th guy throws a Molotov, and then he's also standing in here, watching for pushes, watching for, push through this wall. This guy here is probably watching for pushes over from firebox. And your 5th guy is coming right in here, getting the bomb down. This will be in the smoke. This is a safe protected position, especially if you plant it right over here with that Molotov into CT. It should not be spammable from back here. He doesn't have this close angle to spam away on that box. So, and once you get the bomb down after plant, you probably want to molly jungle, throw some flashes. If you can, you obviously want to keep somebody falling back to A ramp because that's a perfect plant for A ramp. But if you can, you want to have 2 players pop flash through a smoke, probably take control of CT. You don't want to pop flash through your wall here because you can have a guy playing stairs, guys coming from connector and cat, guys coming from jungle. This is where the CT's own right here. But if you can flash through this smoke, CTs have ninja and maybe back of triple box. And if you can get to back of triple box, that's where you can cut off rotations from stairs, connector, jungle. You get 2 guys pushing into CT spawn, taking control of that once the molly fades. You're gonna have a good outcome. You have a couple guys here. Hopefully, if no one dies, you have at least 1 or 2 A ramp. You might even be able to get a guy palace. Kind of an angle there for a swing out and kill. But yeah, in the end, in recap, you got your 5 smokes. Goes there, 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 and there. With Molotov and CT to boot. And you got yourself a wall of smokes on A. If you guys learned something, if you guys liked, please like the video, comment below if you want to see anything more, future suggestions, and please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks. JB Genius out.